Hello, welcome back to SnowOnly Plus's YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in with us today. We've got a couple of bits that we just wanted to share with everyone. It's the new year, the ski season is way amongst us, and yeah, just thought we'd check in with you guys to give you a few tips and pointers on what you should be doing ahead of the 2026 season. So, Mark.
Hey, how are you? Yep, Jake, I'm standing on a frozen lake in the middle of St Moritz with people ice skating on the frozen lake behind me. So this is kind of live reporting, I would say.
Yeah, nice one. How's it been over in Switzerland? I know you've been there for a few days.
Yeah, it's amazing. Snow's okay. Probably had a dump about 2 days ago. Not much, to be fair. You can see St Moritz behind me up in the mountains. It's about -2, but it's reasonably mild. Like you can kind of walk around in the sun, but it's such a beautiful valley to be here. They've got the winter polo on the ice in about a week, I think. So behind me, you might see that they're prepping for that.
Nice. I can see there's a nice little mountain range there behind you as well. Do you want to give us a little spin of where you are? Oh, I can see someone skating past there as well. Yeah, nice.
Actually, that was a lady. I don't know if you saw that. A lady ice skating with her baby in a buggy.
Amazing. We saw it. I love that. It's a bit of a nicer location to where I am in a WeWork in London.
Yeah, no doubt. It's part of the job, Jake. It's tough work.
For sure. So I guess, yeah, what we wanted to jump on for was, there was a thing we was discussing this morning, which was everyone's buying journey is different, right? So we obviously have our...
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, we have our recommended partners. We try and point clients in the right direction, but I think it's important to say that not everybody, people buy from people at the end of the day, right? So it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes you might not get on with a person, or you might not get the information that you need. And yeah, it's important to know to come back to us, because we don't just have one contact for one thing. I guess if you don't get on with someone, or if you're not getting the service that you require, come back to us and we can point you in the right direction for one of our alternative contacts.
Yeah, I think from my point of view, the reason that we kind of set up SnowOnly was almost like a pivot point, that you can always come back to Jake to kind of like help with ideas. And primarily they are part of the 5-step guide, which is currency, wealth management, mortgages, notaries, and obviously SnowOnly.com. For example, we've got one guy that's out in Morzine at the moment that's used every recommendation that you obviously Jake has sent, and that's fine. But what we want to emphasize just on this call is that sometimes you get referred to a partner and it's not exactly what you want. And we don't want them people to go off and dismissive and going, well, Jake's then exercised all his options and we can't go back to him. You can come back to Jake straight away and just go, look, this person couldn't help me fully. Do you have anyone else? And I think that was the point that we wanted to obviously get through with SnowOnly Plus. You're here to make referrals. We're the people in the industry. And we know, for example, that we've had many situations where I'm sure you had a girl before that was looking and had messed around for like 18 months trying to do it all herself. And she said, I wish I'd found you in the first place. So if you are looking for a ski property, and it doesn't really matter where it is, it's good to use kind of Jake as a reference point, and then you can move off from there. And it just accelerates the journey so much, to the point that we had one guy that was going to go and buy a property in summer because he couldn't get his ducks in order. Spoke to us guys, and he's now in resort now 6 months ahead of schedule because everything's been arranged. And he sent me a message the other day going, we couldn't have moved this quickly without you. So sometimes it's just worth having a chat and picking up the phone. We have obviously our contacts, which are brilliant, but it doesn't mean that they're the only people that we're going to refer to. So yeah, that was the point that I wanted to kind of get across. Please always come back to Jake as a reference point and say, look, this is specifically what I need. And then we might have someone that we can help send your way. And then it kind of connects the dots.
Yeah, for sure. And from my side, there's a few examples. One of them is I spoke to a client that wanted some information on tax and how to structure his purchase in France from the UK. I sent him to our wealth manager, and I sort of knew that he wasn't going to be able to get the questions that he wanted answered. So I said to the client, I was like, look, come, if you can't answer the questions, come back to me, and I've got another contact that should be able to answer the questions for you. And he came back to me, and I introduced him to someone else who was a bit more relevant to the questions he was looking for. So, you know, situations like that occur.
Yeah, I think typically, in my experience of doing real estate for a long time, people don't tell you everything. So we're trying to uncover stuff to go and look, we can help you, but you've got to give us the full story of what you're actually looking for. And obviously people need to go through, we understand that for everybody, they have to go through their own path. They have to go through their own journey to get, like SnowOnly does the same thing, right? That's why SnowOnly Plus was kind of invented. So we understand that people have to go through their own journey, but we, as I said, we just want to always emphasize the point that you're there to help people, regardless whether it feels like a dead end. You can always turn around, come back again, and we'll send you down another road.
Yeah, for sure. And the same thing applies. You know, we had a client a few weeks ago that had to go through the process, like you just said, had to go through the process himself, tried to get a mortgage in France, dealt with the banks directly, and 12 months down the line, he missed out on a couple of properties. And then he saw our mortgage, downloaded our guide on the website, and within 24 hours, he's already speaking to a broker and getting his pre-qualification sort of sorted out. So again, you know, I understand everyone's process is different, and sometimes you have to do that thing, like Mark was saying, go through your own process. But that's what we're here for. We just want to facilitate and speed things up and help clients as much as possible, get us across the line as quick as possible.
Yeah, and to be fair, we've definitely helped people. If you can hear that in the background, it's a guy using what seems to be a huge screwdriver, screwdriving into the lake, which is the poles for the goals for the water, for the polo, which is just amazing. Yeah, look, we've helped some people recently that have just absolutely absorbed what we offer, and we've just got some incredible reviews from people and just some incredible feedback. We just want to be in a position to help more, because at the moment we can see so many people going through the site. I mean, to give you some stats, our Google Analytics said that there was an anomaly on our site the other day because the views went up so much. So there's a load of people looking and a load of people inquiring and a load of people downloading the guide. So all those people can be helped. So please download the guide, reach out to us, and then we can help you with that journey instead of you trying to figure all this stuff out for yourself. We are in the industry. We can help you. This is why we are here.
Perfect. And just to wrap up, we've also got a Discord channel as well, right, Mark?
Yeah, there's a Discord channel. You can join the Discord channel. You can send an email to either mark@snownly.com or jake@snownly.com. We can send you the link. But it's a Discord channel that has some really good discussion points on for people to join. Sometimes we put some stuff on there before everyone else can see it, whether it's YouTube videos or properties that are available or anything like that. So a really good place if you're on your journey. It's kind of segmented up into France, Italy, Switzerland, etc., etc. So you don't get bombarded with loads of random information that you don't know. But yeah, go onto the site. You'll be able to find a lot of stuff on there. And yeah, if you are looking, or if you are a little bit confused on the journey, please arrange a call with either Jake or I. And we can kind of talk you through kind of the best properties available and how you obviously go through this ski property purchase. We are in the, I guess, the early part of the season. There's a good 3-4 months to go of people that are going to be looking at ski properties, and we've got plenty of people out in resort at the moment that we're helping along the lines.
Perfect. All right, I'll leave it there, Mark. Enjoy the rest of your trip to Switzerland.
Yeah, like my hand is frozen from holding the camera, so it is time to go.
Nice one. Thanks for jumping on. Appreciate the time.
No worries, buddy. Take care. Cheers.
Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Bye.